Hey everybody, I'm going in for my, every 3 months I go in and have my tumor markers checked. I'm now seeing my radiation oncologist today. It's been 2 years since I've been in treatment, and I just wanted to give a little message for those who are either caretakers of those with cancer or those that are still going through their treatments. Everybody's cancer is different. Everybody's cancer affects them differently. There isn't a one-size-fits-all. It isn't a matter that here's your side effects and here's what you can expect. Everybody's body is different. And I know that one thing that helped me was, number one, protein intake. Like I drank a ton of protein. Food was not necessarily my friend for a while, but I really found that if I put spinach and fruit and, if I could load up a shake full of food, then it somehow got down easier for me. So protein always helped me better, especially after chemo. And then, I think a mindset, it was huge and very important to me. Every time I went in for a scan, a test, chemo, doctor's visits, I always gave thanks. Like before I was ever there, thank you so much for my whole and healthy body. Thank you so much for this medical team that I have. Thank you so much for my insurance. Thank you so much that I live in a state that has wonderful medical care all ready for me. And then I give thanks that I was able to do it. It was a privilege for me to have chemo because there's a lot of people in the world that don't ever get that opportunity. And so I always look forward to chemo days because to me it was kind of one step closer to whole and healthy. Radiation, one step closer to whole and healthy. And I know at the time it may seem like it's hard because it's just a weird phenomenon when you actually go through chemo, what it's like, and then the days following chemo. It's just something different that I've never experienced before. But I really just kept focusing my mind on I'm whole and healthy. I'm whole and healthy. I'm getting that way. I've mentioned several times in other videos before, I really talked to every cell in my body. Which meant like I was talking all the time because we create cells all the time. And I talked to everything else in my body that was completely whole and healthy. All my other organs, my muscles, my blood flow, my senses, I just gave thanks for all the things that were working. And, the last thing I want to share is I never hated my cancer. Cancer was never my enemy. It was never my fight. It was never a matter of kicking its ass. And the reason why I thought about that, y'all, is because it was a part of me. So I don't want to resist and hate a part of me. I'm going to embrace it as me, and then I'm welcoming it to leave whenever it's done. So I figured if I spent more time focusing on the I don't know this percentage, but 90% of me that was whole and healthy, then the 10% has no chance, right? And so that would be my advice to you who are going through treatment right now. Try not to listen to everybody's stories about who they lost to cancer, who died from cancer, or their experience with cancer if it was negative. Try not to read side effects before it's ever happened to you. Try not to know statistic on fatality from a certain type of cancer. None of that matters. None of it matters. It doesn't pertain to you, right? And so all you have to focus on is you are whole and healthy, and you are on your road to full recovery. Full recovery. You're on your road to being exactly the way you want it to be, the way you want it to turn out. You not only proclaim it, but you take it, you commit to it, you embrace it, you become that even before it happens. Be that in your body first. Be that in your body first, and set rules and boundaries. If you have family members or friends that always want to talk about the woes of it, just say to them, hey, we're not doing that. You know what, I'll give you a 30-second update, and then that's it. We're doing other things. I laugh thinking that Pinterest should really pay me, because that's all I talk about that was when I was in chemo, like the day of chemo for 8.5 hours. My daughter and I we just look at Pinterest things, and we just found other things to talk about, other things to focus on, lots of comedy shows, music that was uplifting, didn't watch the news. Anything that brings a negative feeling to you takes your mind to other negative feelings. So if you have doubts and concerns about one subject, chances are you're going to have doubts and concerns about another subject. So I just never let myself go there. I figured, you know what, the world's going to go on just fine without me having to know everything that's going on. And I daydreamed a lot. I daydreamed, which is why Pinterest was so fun, because I could literally get on a genre and just go to town in my mind. And that kept my mind from thinking about being sick. And all of those things I know helped me heal. Obviously, I have a relationship with Christ, and that was, we did it together. I know that we did it together. I never did feel like I just sat back and went like, okay, make me all better. I did my part. It's hard for some people to understand how we actually need to be involved. I've been accused many times of leaving Christ out, and how dare you say you healed yourself? Well, you know what? It was a team. It was a group effort. And yes, I had a big part to do with that because of my mental capacity to see myself whole and healthy. I was not going to succumb to the idea of if it's God's will that I die, then I'm going to die. No. I wanted to live. So it wasn't a matter of like, there's another plan for me. That was the plan, and I made that choice. That was the plan. I'm going to live, and I'm going to make it through this, and that's what I did. So big hugs and kisses to all you who are going through your treatments right now. Big hug and kisses to all of you who are in remission right now, and big hug and kisses to your medical team and all of your caretakers. Everybody's important. It's all a big team effort. My heart and my thoughts and my prayers are with you all. You can do